Looking back at your life as a very successful professional athlete and a parent, what would you say is the best advice you can give us kids and adults today?
Well, one of the things is that I'm humbled by you asking me that question because maybe you think I'm something I'm not. But if I were going to give advice, I would just say, when you encounter other people and you have to say something to them, good, positive, or negative, ask yourself two questions. Will my answer improve my life, or will my answer injure the other person? And so, if my answer will not improve my life, I will never say anything negative to someone. Because I don't think, at least for me, to do things to make other people's lives less pleasant is not something I want to do. And I guard my life, I guard it. But my attitude is that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. And I can't think of maybe 3 people that I don't like. Most other people I either like or I don't think about them. But I will not carry baggage around with negative thoughts about anyone. And I was watching that thing about the soccer, and when I was in the 6th grade, every summer I used to pick fruit to buy my school clothes. So I worked with a lot of folks that spoke Spanish. So when I was in 6th grade, I took Spanish for the whole year. And basically, it was something my mother had told me, to be respectful of the Spanish-speaking kids and not to have them always have to come to me in my language for us to converse. And that was out of respect to myself and to them. And so I can still mangle the Spanish language. And one other story I'm going to tell you about kids and advice. My daughter was a college student going to Georgetown University. So she called me up one day and said, Dad, I have this question. I have to take a foreign language. And should I take Spanish or French? And so I said, well, you hang around with Ethel Kennedy and all their kids, and that family is strictly political. So you might have some ambitions later in life about politics. And by the time you reach that age, over a third of the people in this country will be speaking Spanish also. So they'll give you a heads up. So I would advise that you take Spanish. She took French. So when you ask me advice, I feel humbled because but really, try to enjoy your life. That's not just try to have fun. And if you have to work, and you have to work hard, there is a certain joy and satisfaction in doing well. And if you do well in your profession, there's a residual joy that comes with it. And I can truthfully tell people today, I am one of the happiest people they'll ever meet. because I grew up in a loving family. I had just great fun in high school and junior high school. I went to college. I became a famous athlete. And last month, they were celebrating Jackie Robinson's 50 years in baseball. And I was asked what kind of impact Jackie Robinson had on me. Well, when he started playing baseball, I was in junior high school. And Jackie was our hero for a lot of different reasons, not just because he's a great baseball player, but because he was a gentleman and a scholar. And he was a man that you knew he was a man. And when Jackie died, Rachel Robinson, his wife, his widow, called me and asked me if I would be a pallbearer at his funeral. And I was astounded by that. And I said, I'd love to. It'd be a great honor. And I said, but why me? She said, you were Jackie's favorite athlete. And I asked myself, how do you get to be Jackie Robinson's hero? And that is one of the most humbling experiences a man can have. But one of the most rewarding is that this guy that I grew up thinking the world of thought highly of me. And things like that have happened to me over the years. And so my life is filled with contentment. And I'm always trying to do something for the society that I live in, because I consider myself a patriot that cares about where I live. And so if you really care about your family and your friends, you have to be a patriot, and you have to care about where you live.